For me, once I've been betrayed, like they say, there's this saying that trust is like a piece of paper. Once it's crumbled, there's no way to get it back perfectly pristine.
Right.
I'm going to always remember what you did.
Her response was, I'll do it if it makes you feel better. The energy she is giving is showing me she doesn't want to unfollow, and maybe there's more to it. What do I do?
Man, shut the fuck up. Like, for real, shut the fuck up.
What's your poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Chatty Chit Chats with your girl Chatty. I got my girl Kim back in the building. Just a quick reminder of who you are.
I'm, like she said, Kim.
Her name is Kim, and you guys can find her on social media here. Check here, and also check in the link description box below. But what we're gonna do is get right into the episodes. And for those of y'all who are new here, we discuss relationships, self-care, wellness. We give out advice, and we just talk real shit. Okay. So the first question that we have today is, what does gender expression mean? What does gender expression mean? So I guess this person just didn't want to Google.
Damn, sister.
I'm just saying, because literally it's on Google. But okay, you want to answer? Go ahead, answer first.
Right, go on Google, you lazy bitch. I think gender expression is what gender you choose to identify with, like in terms of like your behavior, your choice of clothing, mannerism. Stuff like that. That's gender expression. Some people might identify more with the masculine side, some might identify with the feminine side. For me, I identify with both, so I think I have a perfect balance between the two. So yeah, I think that's what gender expression is.
I think that's what it means too. Basically, that's what it means. I think for me, when we say gender expression, I don't think that necessarily the way that somebody presents is the way that they're trying to be that gender. Like, for example, the girls who are dressed as tomboys or studs, whatever you want to call them, girls that dress with more masculine, styles or whatever. Like, for example, maybe like, I don't know if this looks masculine, but would that mean that you are trying to express as a man? No, it's just more that you like this style and how it looks on you, right? Because that's what I always get confused with, is like, when they say gender expression, does that mean I'm trying to express to look like this gender? Like, no. It just so happens that that gender wears those kind of clothes mostly. Right. Express yourself and stop putting yourself in a box. Who cares? Be what you want today, tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Shouts out to my wife. She does very well with that. And I feel like I feel like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I just need a little moment right now. But yeah, I feel like that there's a lot of people that want to put certain people in a box, and then when you decide to dress maybe more masculine for a while, then people don't want to see you do anything else, or you feel like you can't do anything else, and you end up putting yourself in a box. Right. Do you know Domo Wilson?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, shouts out to Domo. I love Domo too. She's a great example of that. But she also explained that when she was with Chrissy, which is her ex,
stifling.
She felt like she couldn't be, because Chrissy always expressed that she liked her to look a certain way, the way she met her. And I feel like it's so important when you're dating a woman to, if you're in a same sex, I feel like let your person be like, you didn't fall in love with just their clothes. Like, yeah, that's a part of it, because trust me, I love the way she dressed when I met her, but I love her as a person, so I'm able to be accepting of everything that comes with that, no matter what the presenting looks like. Yeah,
I've dated people before who had an issue with how masculine I was, and some who had an issue with how feminine I was. Wow, it was crazy. So some wanted me to be more masculine, some wanted me to be more feminine.
And sometimes the minute that you dress a certain way, they want to put you in a role. Now you should be doing the garbage. Now you should be doing this. You should be, especially in like female-female relationships. It's like all of a sudden you're supposed to be like the guy. But you can't take up the damn garbage. We're both girls here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I would feel. Like, so I just feel like people need to stop doing that. Because I've also heard of there's a girl that I know, I wonder if she's watching, she's also a lesbian and she's a femme and she dates studs, and she used to complain about this tomboy. Stud is just like a tomboy to me. That's what I consider. And she would complain about her, oh, she cries too much, she's so emotional. I'm like, she has a period just like you. Like, I don't understand. What do you expect? Like, why are you guys putting all of that kind of stuff on another woman?
No, go date a man. Irritate me.
Go date a man. Like, so immature. It's a weird mindset. It's just a weird mindset. Yeah, stop putting people in boxes based off of how they dress or what they present like. Just treat each other equally. Okay, relax.
Period.
And you could pull her chair out too. You should be getting her flowers too. What you mean? Don't let Chatty come for you. Take care of y'all studs. Okay, surprise them sometimes. Like, because I do notice there's like that dynamic where with the femme and the stud, where it's like the stud is more of the masculine energy doing like what the man would do in a relationship, and then the femme, it kind of expects that. So it wants, it wants to be the damsel in distress, like, you know. So that dynamic is not good. It's not good. But then there are also those studs who want to play that role so strongly, like they are hardcore with it. You know, like, damn, okay. So I mean,
super studs.
Oh, is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what they call it. Super studs. Oh my god. Yeah, the ones that are walking around with the straps in their pants all day.
Sure.
I know a couple. There are women that are okay with that, like I said. So if you find somebody that, you know, aligns with that behavior and that energy that you have, I think, boom, that's great.
When you date someone, just accept them for who they are. Stop trying to change people. Yeah,
100%. Jump in the comments, let us know if you disagree or what you want to add to that conversation. Is, can a relationship recover from betrayal? I feel like almost every single episode we're getting a question about betrayal. Like, right? Like,
a lot of people are being betrayed.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry for y'all. Like, I'm sorry that this is happening, but it's literally what we see online. We see it everywhere. We see that this is happening. But I feel like relationships, like we talked about, I think in the last episode, is that they can recover. I think it depends on the kind of betrayal.
Yeah. Also depends on the person, that it's impairment and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the answer is it depends. I think it depends. I think that there's times that, of course, it can. I think it shouldn't recover from, like, abuse and things like that, of course.
For me, personally, nope. That not gonna work. That's not gonna work. For me, once I've been betrayed, like they say, there's this saying that trust is like a piece of paper. Once it's crumbled, there's no way to get it back perfectly pristine. Right. I'm going to always remember what you did.
Yeah, it's like a stain. It just never goes away.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to forget that. Like, I'm always going to be expecting you to fuck up, to be honest.
The trust is just, for some people, that's just how it is. I feel like it's so, trust means different to some people, like, depending on how serious you are in life. Like, that betrayal means you did something. Like, okay, what would betrayal mean to you? Like, what would be betrayal? Cheating?
Yeah, cheating, and just like, there's so many things. Because betrayal can occur in friendships, relationships, you name it.
And depends on the person, the people, and the situation, like what happened. But it can recover. We see it happening all the time. People say they've been together, married for 20 years, and we're damn sure some things have happened that they just haven't told you.
Yeah, sure.
Or that they do say, like, oh, you know, we've been through some things and we really pushed through.
Yeah, that brings up, though, a point that I want to make. If you're in a relationship and your partner does something to you and you know within yourself that you're willing to move past it, don't tell your friends. Don't tell your family members.
That's huge.
Because you might be able to move past that betrayal, but your friends and family, they're not going to forget that shit.
Yeah, they're not.
I'm not going to lie, I'd be wanting to beat up some of my friends' partners. Like, low-key.
Yeah. And also it damages, like, because now you can't come and, like, when you're already feeling a little more healed in your relationship, you can't come and talk good stuff because they don't want to hear it. Yeah. Or you feel some kind of way because you already know they know the bad stuff. Right. Like, so it's tainted. So yeah, she's right. Keep it quiet. But if it's like abuse stuff, yeah, don't keep it quiet because that will help you to remove yourself from it. For me, when I was like back in the day, in my early 20s, I literally, to break up with them, I don't know why was I a weak bitch? Anyways, to break up with these men that were treating me like shit, it would take me so long, but to do it, I would have to go tell everybody, like, this is what they did to me. This is how they made me feel. Like, because I usually would keep anything bad within myself for that same reason, so that I wouldn't feel pressured to break up because, you know, now I look like a fool. But it's so that I wouldn't look like a fool, I would make sure I tell them, and I would not go back. I couldn't go back because now everybody knows how they made me feel. Yes. Yes. So if you're that kind of person, you need that, do that. It's a little tip right there. Should you tell your partner everything about your past?
No.
I agree.
No. If it does not affect the relationship directly, there's no need for them to know.
Yeah, why? I feel like why do you need to? I think I played a game with a friend recently, and we were doing this question, and they were like, yeah, like, you're not supposed to keep no secrets. And I'm like, so are you going to go through the list of every single thing? Like,
right.
I don't get it. And for what? Like, I know, is this supposed to be, I'm supposed to tell you just all the bad stuff, or all the good stuff? Like, what? There's so much to happen in all these years of life. Like, so if it's not going to impact your life, your relationship, or the person that you're with,
right, then
you don't need to tell them.
Yeah. Going forward, though, there's this question that I'm going to avoid when I'm dating, and that's, what's your body count?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you need to know that?
Yeah, I feel like another immature question.
Like, I'm here now eating your nash or whatever. Like, yeah, you need to worry about that, where my mouth is now, or where my fingers are now, or where my strap is now.
Exactly. And also another thing with that question that's so annoying is, first of all these people that want to know, do you think that people are really telling you? If they slept with 20 million people, are they going to tell you that? No, they're going to say 5, 3, 2, 1, like none. Like,
to count down.
Exactly. Like, you're not even probably getting the real answer anyways. Mind your business. What was before you is not for you now. I'm sure that some of you guys disagree. For those of y'all that do, I want to hear from y'all. Comment down below, like, why do you think you should?
I mean, for me personally, if I hear from somebody that they've done certain things in their past, I'm going to always be thinking, like, what if you're going to do it again?
Yeah, that too. I don't think it's necessary. It just causes issues for no reason, and it gives you a different perspective. That also, who we were 5 years, 10 years ago, we're not the same person today.
Right.
Some decisions we made, we wouldn't make today, and it's like, why do you need to know that version of me? You don't need to know. Yeah. Hey, this is a chatty break. Are you enjoying this podcast? Be sure to like and share with a friend. Also, send in your relationship questions and scenarios to Chatty Chit Chats on Instagram to possibly be anonymously featured on the podcast. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, be sure to check out the visual podcast on YouTube sometime. Thank you so much for your support on Chatty Chit Chats podcast. We will now resume this episode. Should you have a type? Should you have a type when it comes to dating? Should you?
Yes.
You think you should?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
When people think of type, they're thinking of just the physicality of it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like, I think type covers not just that, but just like the emotional aspect of it, every other aspect of it. You should have a type, because there are certain things that you know work for you.
Right.
And what doesn't work for you.
Yeah, you're right, actually. I really was thinking of only physical. Why am I like this? I'm supposed to be a life coach. Okay, so I didn't consider that, but I think, yeah, if we're thinking of that way, yes. When I read this question, I thought immediately, like, oh, you need a physical type. This was like, why do you need to have a physical type? But yeah, if we're thinking about, like, what values, morals, what things you need in a person, how they should move, what's their mindset like, what kind of person are you looking for that you're going to like, you're not letting go of that, and that's what you're going to look for. Yeah. So yeah, 100% I agree with you. Yes, you should have a type when it comes to dating in that sense.
Yeah, you should.
So what about physically?
What are you trying to say?
But would you say you have a type, like one type?
I don't.
So you have like you could be liking different people.
I just love black women. Okay. Whatever shade, whatever shape that comes in, I don't care. I love black women. As long as black is in it, I am going in it.
Okay, as long as black is in it, okay, we in it. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I see it. I think you should have a type when it comes to the physicality of it as well, because you don't want to be somebody you're not sexually attracted to. Physically.
But I think when we say like you should have a type, it's like, okay, do you like this specific shape? Do you like this specific gender? I mean, like race, or you know what I'm saying, shade of skin, whatever it is, like, or like, because some people have like, they like tall, dark, and handsome, and that's just what they like, you know. But so is that, should you? I don't think you should. I think it's whatever you're attracted to, because today you could be attracted to this, tomorrow you could be attracted to this, and it just depends. But
learn yourself though, because like you said, we're always evolving and changing. So like when you're going to start dating, you should sit with yourself and try to like maybe jot down what it is that you're looking for in a person, in your partner, and go for those things. And stick to them, because to be honest, people are so disappointing, bro. Like, no matter what, don't lower your standards for nobody, because you don't want to lower your standards for somebody and then they fuck up and then you're like, oh shit, I lowered my standards for this tree monster. Because that shit hurts more than somebody who's your type. Because imagine an ugly person cheating on you. I feel like that shit hurts more. Like, you're fucking ugly. You're the
like, I gave you a chance
to do that shit. Like,
yeah, it's true. Like, if you know that's typically not your type, and that's not like you would have to work towards being attracted or something, like, there's no point. There's definitely no point. I think you should have a type when it comes to dating, like intellectually what you're looking for and stuff like that. But as far as physically, I don't know. I feel like people can be attracted to so many different things. And I think they can genuinely be attracted to so many different things. Like you said, you just love black women. So that can look like, there's so many types of black women. You love all of them. So it's like, that's a lot of different types. So there's different ways to look at it and perspectives about, you know, should you have a type. But I think
I know what races I'm not attracted to though. That would never.
Please share so they don't come in the
I'm not going to share that. They're going to cancel me. They're going to cancel me.
No, I talked about that. I said preference is okay. Like, if preference is okay, the only problem that I have with people sharing like what they don't like is when nobody asked you, number one, and when you're comparing it, like you're saying, like, you know, no, white women are dirty or whatever, and then you're saying black women is because they're clean. Like, nobody asked you all that. It's like, okay, I love black women and that's what I love. My preference isn't really to date white women. That's okay. I think that's completely okay to say.
That narrative needs to change though, about white women being dirty, because I've met white women before who were clean.
Yeah, it's a stereotype, and excuse me for using that stereotype, and, you know, no offense to any, because I definitely know lots of beautiful, well clean, you know, and there's a lot of dirty ass black women too, so please, let's not go there. But, you know, that's what I said, is like, when somebody's trying to talk about their preferences, the comparing, like a black man who wants to date a white woman, he'd be like, black women are too loud, or they have wheeze, and like, you know, they always has to come back to something to hurt the other race. So you can talk about your preference. You can say you love a big ass. The skinny girls aren't going to get offended because you just said you love the big ass. You didn't bring them into it. You know?
For me, I think it's just certain things black women can relate to. You know, that's why I like black women. It's just a personality is just different all the time.
And it's also like a culture thing. Like you can relate to and like have more interest and like find things to talk more about and like understand each other overall. When it's obviously in your race. But also it's okay to date outside too, because, you know, obviously that's when you can learn more about another, and you find out so much. There's a lot of interracial couples and things like that do work, and they're beautiful. So
kudos to you guys. There's no hate towards that.
Of course, no hate at all. No hate in anything we say. We're just real here. Sometimes things slip off the tongue, and if I ever say anything, I'll be so quick. If y'all let me know I say anything wrong in the comments, I'll be so quick to come and make an apology video, okay? Because I never have ill intent when I speak, and I'm not racist to any race or anybody at all. Having a type when it comes to dating is definitely important. Think about it, write down what you like, what you don't like. Let's get into the final question. The final question is a little bit more loaded. It says, I asked my girlfriend to stop following someone because their interactions online bother me. They are always flirty. Her response was, I'll do it if it makes you feel better. The energy she is giving is showing me she doesn't want to unfollow, and maybe there's more to it. What do I do?
Man, shut the fuck up. Like, for real, shut the fuck up.
I wasn't ready. Let me take a sip. Go ahead, take it over.
No, because why are you making this a problem? People are so insecure. I mean, I've been insecure in relationships before, so I can identify insecurity when I see it. I can tell that is insecurity. Because why is that an issue? It's online. And if the person already says that they're going to do it if it makes you feel better, which is the case, it does make you feel better. What's the problem, bro?
And they probably feel this out, like how she's feeling like why is this bothering you? Like, insecurity is such a turnoff. It's so like irritating. Like, and there's not a, you said they're always flirty. Like what? I'm sure you just see them liking pictures or what. Like, you didn't say enough for us to really know, you know, what exactly the problem is. You know, so I don't know. Like,
this person's gonna come in cussing me out, honestly, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I just feel like you said the energy she's giving shows you. She said, I'll do it if it makes you feel better. That's another thing. Active listening is key in a relationship. Oh my goodness. You literally wrote it. When you wrote it, did you read it back? Proofread. Like, what you said. Did you mean to say that? You could have said she said something so disrespectful back, but you said the energy she's giving you. Okay, so maybe she said it with the attitude like, okay, I'll do it if it makes you. But that's because the same way you came here to explain, you probably didn't explain to her what the actual problem is. If there's an actual reason for her to do that, like, you see them saying like, oh, I can't wait to fuck you tonight. Like, what do you see them doing? Right. Like, what's the problem? So sometimes maybe there's more to it. You sound highly insecure unless there's more context that we're missing. And if there is, write in again and tell me part 2. We go come back.
Right.
But right now, you talking about what do I do? Nothing. No, honestly, if you're brave enough, I would love for you to write me a part 2 to this and give me a little more context, a little more meat to why. Okay, you should send me a screenshot, DM me a screenshot so I can see what it is she's doing. Yeah. Send me her page and the person's page so I can see.
No, go on YouTube and open the search section and just type in how to overcome insecurities. It just may will help, because you don't want to like ruin your relationship and then regret it later. So just take my foolish advice. Yeah, when you guys start feeling ways like this, if you just need to really analyze within yourself, is this really a big issue? How much is this impacting our relationship for real? And take it from there, because this is just a bit much. And y'all are starting to nitpick in relationships for little tiny things. Right. Some of y'all. Some things are big, but this question, just the way it's written, you said she'll do it. So why are we here? She probably already did it by now. So write me part 2, boo. Write me part 2. Love and light. It's just tough love. Don't get sad. Don't get mad. Anyways, that was an easy one. That was pretty easy. Is there anything you want to add or say before we end the episode? No, I don't think there's anything else I want to add. I don't want these people to cancel me before I become famous. Yeah, well, that's just the bad press is good press. We take whatever we want, and we're not meaning to be controversial, but we're real, and we're just having real conversations here. At the end of the day, whatever you guys don't agree with, please feel free, to comment down below and share your opinions. It's a place for all of our voices. And you're not meant to agree with everything I say. I'm a different human being. She's a different human being. We all have different perspectives and ideas of things. Thank you so much again for joining me. Y'all, she's going to be a regular cast member. Some of these faces you guys will see regularly, so get to know them. And you guys can ask questions about them too, so that when we come on, they can answer, okay? Until next time, like, subscribe, share, comment, everything in this video. Until the next video, deuces, peace, bye.